Hi, third grade. I miss seeing your faces. This is going to be a little bit different of a week. You should be watching some videos of me helping you guys with math instruction, possibly helping mom and dad out some, however that goes. Basically, instead of having class time and homework, you guys are going to be just covering the lessons and the practice work at home. So parents, you can pace yourself as you see fit. If you look at the syllabus online on Sycamore, you'll see that I have it broken down into Monday, Tuesday's work, and then Wednesday through Friday's work. And just the range of pages that they'll have. So for today, we are going to be doing lessons 126 and 127. And the only new information that hasn't been covered so far is just lesson 126, and it's just this little purple box up here. So I'm going to do a little bit of that on the whiteboard here, and then the rest is just review work that we've done all year long for lesson 126. The lesson numbers are again at the bottom of the page next to the page number, and then in the corner here on the back pages. So this is just a chance for you to get to work with your child to actually help reinforce some of the things that we've already done this year. This class is phenomenal at math. They're excellent hard workers. Most of them like math and enjoy it. If you have some questions about answer keys and things, I can send you quick pictures of the answer keys in case you want to make sure you're on track. If you're ever confused about something that they are doing in their book, these at the top are the lessons. You can flip back to previous lessons and it'll give you step by step exactly how it's supposed to be done. But again, I can also be support for that as well if you need help with that. But we will go ahead and get started on today's lesson. We are doing long division. We've done division all the way through to the thousands place. Your kids know the steps for that. So the only things that we're going to add students, third graders, to this is how to write our remainder as a fraction. You guys are used to writing your remainder, just remainder and then 2 or remainder 3 or whatever it is right here at the top after you get your answer. And we're just going to talk about how to make that a fraction in case the book ever asks you to write your remainder as a fraction. So you guys know, I'm going to switch sides. You guys know that when we do long division, you know your steps of long division: divide, multiply, subtract, compare, and bring down. You don't have to write them anymore. Most of you are used to them, but if you like to write them so that you remember them, that's okay too. So the first step is to divide. First number we see is too small to divide 5 into. 3 is smaller than 5, so we cannot do that. So we call this short division. We are going to skip to the whole number. We're going to look at the whole 37 instead of just the 3. We know that 5 goes into 37 7 times because I know that 5 times 7 is 35. That's my next step. I do a little multiplication sign here to remind myself. 5 times 7 is 35. And then subtract. 37 minus 35 is 2. Compare. Is this number smaller than this number? Yes, it is. We're on the right track. And then bring down. There's nothing to bring down, so we are done. Parents, the last step of division, no matter how many places there are, is once they run out of numbers to bring down, that's how they know they are done with the problem. Now, we're used to writing this as the answer is 7, remainder 2. However, we are going to write our remainder as a fraction, and so in order to do that, we divided by 5, which is what our denominator is going to end up being. We have 2 left over out of the 5 that we divided by. So this answer is 7, remainder 2/5. Again, I just take what I have left, that's my numerator, and I write it over what I divided by, that's my denominator, and that's how you get your fraction. I will do number 1A on page 257 so the kids can see one more example, and then we will move on. Okay, again, starting with division, 2 cannot go into 1. 1 is smaller than 2. So short division says I can look at the whole number. I can divide 2 into 13. I know that 2 times 6 is 12. If I go one more, 2 times 7, that's 14. That's too big. So 2, multiplication is next, times 6 is 12. And then next step is subtraction. 13 minus 12 is 1. Compare, is this number smaller than what I started with? It is, so I'm on the right track. And last step is to bring down. There is nothing left to bring down, which means I am finished with my problem. Now, this is my remainder. I'm going to write what I have left as the numerator and what I divided by as the denominator. So I have an answer of 6, remainder 1/2. If you have any questions or need any further help, please feel free to reach out by text or email. Thanks.